I used to love hiking, but a few years ago I struggled just to climb stairs. My legs felt weak and my balance gone. I thought, maybe this is just part of getting older. But I was wrong. Weak legs aren't an age problem. They're a movement problem. The good news? You can fix it. With just a few simple exercises, I regained my strength, and today I'll show you how to do the same. The best part? These exercises are easy, take just minutes, and you can do them right from home. Have you noticed your legs feeling weaker with age? Comment yes or no below. Most people don't realize how important leg strength is until they start losing it. It's not just about standing up easily. Weak legs lead to poor balance, falls, and even losing independence. My friend Mary learned this the hard way. At 72, she thought avoiding stairs and long walks would keep her safe. Instead, her legs got weaker, and one small misstep led to a bad fall. That's when she realized staying still wasn't protecting her. It was making her weaker. But here's the secret. It's never too late to rebuild your strength. Mary's story isn't unique. In fact, researchers have been studying this for years. They found that after 50, people start losing 1 to 2% of their muscle mass every year if they don't stay active. By 70, that loss can reach 30%, making everyday movements harder, getting up from a chair, walking, even keeping balance. Journal of Aging Research. Dr. James from Harvard Medical School worked with seniors like Mary. His research found that those who did simple, leg-strengthening exercises cut their risk of falling by 40% just by moving more. That means fewer hospital visits, more independence, and a better quality of life. And here's something incredible. A study in the British Journal of Sports Medicine found that leg strength is directly linked to longevity. The stronger your legs, the longer and healthier you're likely to live. Think about it. Your legs aren't just muscles. They're your foundation. They keep you steady, mobile, and free. That's why starting now is so important. Just a few minutes of movement a day can slow muscle loss, improve balance, and keep you independent. And the best part? You don't need a gym or fancy equipment, just a little consistency. I'll show you how I went from struggling to standing strong, starting with the first exercise. If this is helpful so far, tap the like button. It helps more people see this. And if you want more simple, science-backed ways to stay strong and independent, hit subscribe. Exercise 1. Seated marches, the first step to stronger legs. When I first started, even this felt tough. I remember sitting in my chair, lifting my legs one at a time and thinking, is this really doing anything? But little by little, it got easier, and my legs felt stronger. Within weeks, I noticed I could stand up with less effort, and my balance started improving. That's the power of small, consistent movements. Seated marches might seem simple, but they activate the muscles in your thighs, hips, and core. The same muscles that help you walk, climb stairs, and even stand steady. If these muscles weaken, daily tasks become harder, and your risk of falls increases. But by training them, you regain control over your movement. How to do it? Would sit in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. 2. Keep your back straight and engage your core. 3. Lift one knee up as high as comfortable, then lower it slowly. 4. Repeat with the other leg, marching in place. 5. Do this for 30-60 seconds at a steady pace. Why it works? Strengthens the hip flexors and thigh muscles for easier walking. Improves circulation, reducing swelling in the legs. engages the core, which helps with posture and stability. At first, you might feel your legs tiring quickly. That's normal. But each time you do this, your muscles get stronger. Think of it as building a solid foundation for better mobility. This is just the beginning. The next exercise will help you stand up with confidence without needing to hold on to anything. Try a few seated marches right now. How do your legs feel? Let me know in the comments. Exercise 2, sit to stand squats, the key to independence. This one is a game changer. I remember the frustration of needing to push off the armrests just to stand up. My legs felt weak and I hated that feeling. But I also knew one thing. If I wanted to stay independent, I had to regain that strength. So I started small. Just a few sit-to-stand squats a day. At first it was tough, but within weeks I noticed a huge difference. Suddenly getting out of a chair was effortless, and I felt more stable on my feet. That's when I knew this exercise was changing my life. Many people don't realize how important this movement is until it starts to get difficult. The ability to stand up from a chair without struggling is a key sign of leg strength and mobility. In fact, research from Harvard Medical School shows that lower body strength is directly linked to fall prevention and overall independence. Losing this strength can mean relying on others for simple tasks or even struggling to move freely around your home. But the good news? Sit-to-stand squats can reverse muscle loss and rebuild strength in your legs, hips and core. They mimic real-life movements, getting up from a chair, stepping out of a car, or even rising from bed. The stronger these muscles are, the easier those daily tasks become. How to do it? 1. Sit on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor, hip-width apart. 2. Keep your chest up and engage your core. 3. Push through your heels and stand up slowly. Try not to use your hands, or lower yourself back down with control. I repeat 10-15 times. Modification: if this feels too hard at first, place your hands lightly on your thighs for support. Over time, work towards standing without assistance. Why it works: strengthens quadriceps, hamstrings, and glutes, making everyday movements easier. Improves balance and coordination, reducing fall risk. Engages the core, helping with posture and stability. You might feel your legs shake the first few times. Don't worry. That's just your muscles waking up. With consistency, they'll get stronger, and standing up will feel effortless again. Next, we'll tackle an exercise that improves balance and walking stability. This one is a must if you want to prevent falls. Try standing up from your chair right now. Was it easy or tough? Let me know in the comments. Exercise 3. Heel raises, the secret to stronger balance. At first I wobbled. I grabbed onto the counter, afraid I might tip over, but I stuck with it, just a few reps a day. And now, my balance is better than ever. I can stand taller, move with more confidence, and I don't feel unsteady when reaching for something on a high shelf. If you've ever felt unsure on your feet, this simple movement can change everything. Weak lower legs are one of the biggest reasons seniors lose their balance. The calf muscles work like shock absorbers. They support every step you take, keep you steady, and help you react quickly if you trip. But if they weaken, your risk of falling skyrockets. A study from the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that seniors who regularly perform heel raises improve their balance and walking stability by up to 30%. Why? Because this movement strengthens the calves and ankles, the foundation of every step you take. If you've ever felt hesitant walking on uneven ground or noticed your ankles feeling weak, this exercise is for you. Strong calves help stabilize your entire body, reducing the risk of falls and making every movement feel more controlled. How to do it? Stand tall with your feet hip-width apart, holding onto a chair or counter for support. 2. Slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising onto your toes. 3. Hold for a second at the top, then lower your heels back down with control. 4. Repeat 10-15 times. Modification. If standing feels unsteady, try this exercise while seated. Lift your heels off the ground and lower them back down. Why it works. Strengthens the calves and ankles, improving balance and stability. Enhances blood circulation, reducing swelling and discomfort in the legs. Helps with walking and standing endurance, making daily activities easier. The first few times, you might feel your legs shake or your balance waver. That's normal. It means your muscles are working. Over time, you'll feel steadier, stronger, and more in control. Up next is an exercise that strengthens your entire lower body while improving flexibility. This one is a must for staying active. Try a few heel raises right now. Did you feel steady or did you wobble like I did at first? Let me know in the comments. Exercise 4. Side leg lifts build stability and prevent falls. I used to catch myself taking unsteady steps, especially when stepping sideways or turning too quickly. I didn't think much of it until one day I nearly lost my balance just stepping over a small curb. That's when I learned the truth. Weak hips can make even simple movements feel risky. But once I started strengthening them, everything changed. My steps felt steadier, I could move with more confidence, and I didn't feel like I had to catch myself as often. That's the power of strong hips. Your hip muscles play a huge role in balance and stability, yet they're often the most overlooked. Weak hips lead to wobbly steps, instability, and even an increased risk of falls. In fact, research from the American Journal of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation found that seniors with stronger hip muscles are 50% less likely to experience a serious fall. Why? Because your hips control side-to-side stability, helping you stay upright when shifting your weight, turning, or even stepping over obstacles. Strengthening them means fewer missteps, better coordination, and more confidence when walking. How to do it? 1. Stand tall, holding onto a chair or counter for balance. 2. Lift. One leg out to the side as high as comfortable, keeping it straight. 3. Lower it back down slowly and with control. 4. Repeat 10 to 15 times, then switch to the other leg. If standing is difficult, try this while seated. Lift your leg outward, hold for a second and lower it back down. Why it works. Strengthens hip and thigh muscles for better balance and coordination. Improves side-to-side stability, reducing fall risk. Helps with walking, climbing stairs and turning movements. The first few times, you might feel your leg tire quickly. That's okay. It means your muscles are getting stronger. With consistency, your steps will feel steadier and moving around will become easier. For the final exercise, we're focusing on your core, because a strong core means better posture, less stiffness, and easier movement. Give side leg lifts a try. Did you feel your hips working? Let me know in the comments. Exercise 5. Toe taps. Strengthen your feet for better mobility. It's funny how the smallest things can make the biggest difference. I never thought much about my feet until I started struggling with walking. My steps felt sluggish, and sometimes I'd even trip over my own feet. That's when I realized my foot muscles had weakened. But after adding this simple exercise to my routine, everything changed. My steps felt lighter, I walked with more confidence, and I stopped worrying about catching my toes on uneven ground. Your feet are your foundation. If they're weak, walking becomes harder, balance suffers, and your risk of falls increases. A study published in the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy found that foot-strengthening exercises like toe taps improve walking speed, coordination, and overall stability in seniors. Toe taps specifically target the tibialis anterior, the muscle in the front of your shin responsible for lifting your foot with each step. When this muscle weakens, you might notice foot dragging, slower walking, or even tripping over small obstacles. Strengthening it helps you step with more control, lift your feet properly, and move with confidence. How to do it? 1. Sit tall in a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. 2. Lift your toes toward the ceiling while keeping your heels on the ground. 3. Hold for a second, then slowly lower them back down. 4. Repeat 15-20 times. Modification. Want to make it harder? Try this exercise while standing, holding onto a chair for support. Why it works. Strengthens the foot and ankle muscles, improving walking stability. Helps prevent foot dragging and tripping over small obstacles. Boosts circulation in the lower legs, reducing stiffness and discomfort. At first, you might feel your shins working in a way they haven't before. That's a good sign. With consistency, your steps will feel smoother, steadier, and more natural. Just a few minutes a day can completely change how you move. Stick with it. Which exercise do you think will help you the most? Let me know in the comments. I never thought I'd hike again, but last month I did, because I took that first step. Your legs aren't just muscles, they're your freedom. Every strong step you take keeps you independent, active, and doing the things you love. And the best part? It's never too late to start. If you've been feeling unsteady, struggling with stairs, or even avoiding certain activities because your legs don't feel as strong as they used to, that doesn't have to be your reality. Studies from Harvard Medical School show that seniors who engage in regular leg strengthening exercises regain mobility, reduce fall risk, and even improve overall longevity. It's not about getting younger. It's about moving better and feeling stronger. I've seen it firsthand. My friend Jack, 90 years old, thought his best days were behind him. He barely left his house because walking felt too risky, but he started small, just like you can. A few seated exercises, some gentle movements. Now, he walks to the park every morning. Strength isn't just for the young, it's for anyone willing to take that first step. So don't wait. Pick one exercise from today's video and do it. Tomorrow, do it again. With consistency, you'll be amazed at what's possible. And if you think it's too late, wait until you hear about my 90-year-old friend who regained his mobility. I'll cover that in an upcoming video. What's one activity you never want to give up as you age? Let's talk in the comments. If you found this helpful, tap like. Share it with a friend who needs it. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on staying strong, independent, and active.